I decided to make a video because I feel like maybe videos are more authentic for some people. I don't know. It's just hard because, well, I look like a hot mess because, you know, it's like 10:30 and it's really hard for me to talk about emotional things. I try to speak and I try to talk about it, like my trauma, and a lot of people don't understand, like, oh, she's just whining about nobody wanting to look at her paintings and her art. What a whiny little, like, attention seeker. No. This is how neglected and broken I am at almost 36 years old because of what I grew up in. Let me tell you something about me. I have undiagnosed autism, and I've had it my whole life. And instead, I've been made to feel like I'm crazy, like I have bipolar, borderline personality disorder, anxiety, depression. I mean, I do have those symptoms, anxiety and depression, a lot of times because of it. But I was neglected. And probably the most fucked up thing about it is that my mom was a special ed teacher assistant. And she used to even let me play with some of the kids that she helped, and they were on the autism spectrum. But my parents, no, I don't have it. I didn't have it. Because my parents and my mom, especially, I realize are not the kind of people that I want to be like. They're the kind of people that look at those of us with neurodivergence and see difference and go, oh, bless their heart. But behind closed doors, they make fun of us. And that's what they did to me all growing up because of my quirks. And then for some reason, my mom was inspired to go into special education despite, you know, continuing to let me suffer my entire life. And because of that, and the struggles I had in school, I was told that my dreams didn't matter. And for years, I've tried my hardest to be consistent with YouTube, with my writing, with any of that stuff online. And I haven't been able to stay consistent with it. Because what happens is this, and I give up because of one negative comment or something, one thing that happens. Because it's the pattern of what I'm used to, you know. I used to work really hard on making these cool art projects and things, and they never took me seriously, even though those are the things I was most passionate about. And so it just, after 36 years of your life, you kind of start feeling like you'll never get that, what you need. And it's not like what all I need is love from people. I didn't get the love that I needed, especially emotionally, growing up, and it really sucks because it makes everything in my life so much harder to deal with. And I've been working on myself recently and trying really hard. But it's still very difficult to be me. Very difficult to be me. Especially when I'm so lonely and feel so isolated and don't know what to do. But my birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. So April 14th, woohoo! I'll be 36. Still having a lot of trouble with this. So hopefully somebody related to something I said there, because that's all I want, is to relate with people and feel like my opinions matter, that I matter, that I'm a valuable, intelligent person and not just some stupid person with unrealistic dreams or, just impossible dreams, because my dreams will never come true. That's exactly what my parents told me when I was 17. And I told them some of the different things that I might want to do. They just laughed. Right, okay, no. Think of something serious now. How about this? Do that. It's not... I don't recommend doing that. Don't do that. Don't just do what your parents want because you're craving their acceptance, because it's not going to help. It didn't help me. It made me worse. It made me feel worse, and it made my life even worse, because if I hadn't, I probably wouldn't be like this at 36 years old. But I am. And everything that's happened in America during this time, from 1989 all the way to now, that's my life. All of this stuff is coming out. Well, society also made it acceptable for me to be neglected, not just by my family, but by society, by school, by everything. And instead elevated other people, pushed me aside. All of that is why I am the way I am. So I love everybody here, and I promise you I'm not some weird, like, my parents are narcissists, okay? They really are. I try my hardest not to be, because I want to help people and I want to be an example for others, and that's really why I do what I do in the real scheme of things. But it just gets a little difficult when you're like, well, I don't even know if my message is reaching anyone. It could be just going out to space, and so maybe some random alien comes across this somehow and is like, whoa, humans, they got like some issues. She needs to go see a therapist. What is a therapist? Do you think aliens talk like this, though? I don't know. This is like, all right, guys, if you want to hear how my family talks, when I'm around them, I talk like this more. But I kind of, they have a southern accent like this, but I don't really talk like that unless I'm around them a lot. And then it kind of slips into my, talking a little bit. But normally I just talk like this because, but okay, guys, thank you for letting me vent, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day on the interwebs.